Servers work hard. They also have tales. Welcome to this episode of Tales from Your Server. Our first tale is from Drake Mangoes. 3 middle-aged women were seated in my section. Immediately, I could tell they would be a lot. I asked them what they'd like to drink. They're asking me questions about the food, speaking over each other. Finally, we got back to drinks, and the one lady asked me what a good drink is and what I like here. I recommend a margarita on the rocks. Important note, we receive a lot of complaints about our frozen margaritas, and rightfully so. The frozen mix can be really bitter, so anytime people ask me, I always steer them toward on the rocks. I literally said this to the ladies. They were like, "You don't like frozen?" And I was like, not really. They asked me several more questions about flavors. Do the margaritas have tequila, etc. They also did the annoying thing where they converse with each other and trap me at the table. I had been double sat during this and was trying to keep my cool. Finally, they all order 3 large frozen margaritas against my advice. I drop the drinks off, greet my other tables. One of the ladies flags me down with a disgusted look on her face. "Honey, these are not good." Inside, I'm fuming because no shit they aren't good. I explicitly told them that they tended to be bitter and some people don't like them. I apologized when I really wanted to say I told you so, and asked if they wanted a different drink, or if they wanted the same drink just on the rocks. One of the ladies was so disgusted, she didn't want anything else. Eye roll. The other 2 ordered something different. I took their food orders, which were very intricate and detailed, and checked on my other tables. Then I checked back on the ladies and their new drinks. They both made faces and said they were alright. I was fuming again. They didn't mention anything about wanting them removed from the bill though. They wanted 1 check, which was a little over $100. The one lady paid, and the other lady said she wanted to tip me on her card. I said we could do that. They said, "Thank you so much, you were really nice." The one lady hands me $3 in cash. After they left, I looked at what the other lady left me on her card. $6. So I made $9 on a $100 check on these annoying ladies. Gotta love it. See, as a customer, I always go in and usually I'll start my tip at 20% and it decreases by every fuck up the server makes, but in this case it seems like the server was on top of everything, so I don't understand why they got gypped on the tip, especially considering they had to put up with a bunch of extra shit they didn't need to. This next tale is by Touch-a-Muss Spaghetti. I take everyone who comes in and tells me about an allergy they have seriously. Last night I had a woman tell me she was allergic to garlic. We use a lot of garlic in our kitchen. We also use it to season our fries, so there's always a risk of cross-contamination as it's a powder. As she was telling me things she wanted from our menu, I had to continuously tell her that she couldn't have it because it had garlic in it. She starts getting frustrated and says, "Well, what can I have?" I give her 3 options, with modifications, and none of that was good enough. She then begins to backtrack, saying she can have a little bit, and if it's not raw, it's fine, etc, etc. I decide to do a little bit of malicious compliance and inform her that I don't feel comfortable serving her something that she's informed me she's allergic to. I decide I don't get paid enough and get the manager. I'd already spoken to the manager before I went to discuss food options, so she was aware of the situation. The lady completely 180s and tells my manager she just doesn't like garlic, so as long as the flavor isn't strong, she'll be fine. Manager took my side, told her to choose one of the options. Lady decided on one but continued to be huffy the whole night because she didn't get what she wanted to eat. Don't tell your servers you have an allergy or intolerance unless you actually do. We take that stuff serious. The people like this who backpedal on things, you really have to question, do they have an allergy, or are they just exaggerating how bad their allergy can be? But kudos to the manager and server for not serving this lady anything that could potentially affect her allergy. Too many people looking for a lawsuit. Our next tale is from Fron. Hello everyone. I had this customer today who had a nasty attitude when he came in. Love those. Just kidding. He ordered something that the description said was mild. He did ask me if it was spicy. I told him it was mild. It's not spicy at all. He didn't complain about anything when I'd ask him if things were good. He left the plate clean, ate everything. Couple of hours later, I get a call from the owner asking what happened, why I didn't make things right with the customer, blah blah. We got a 1-star review. It goes, I ordered the chili Colorado. It was too spicy. Barely ate anything. I never asked for a spicy food, and they said no chili or hot spices. Servers need to learn the menu. Sir, you didn't say any of that to me. If it was so bad and spicy, why did he lick the plate clean? Maybe don't order food with the word chili in the name. I know it's no big deal, but the owner freaks out with bad reviews, which I understand. But I do think the customer is an idiot. There's always going to be those kinds of people, though, that are clearly told something, but yet they just do what they want anyway. It almost makes why they bother even asking pointless, but they're going to do themselves each and every time. But I do have to agree, if it was that bad, why didn't they try to return it, or why did they finish it? And our final tale is by Drake Mangoes. The restaurant I work at closes at 10. A table arrived at 9:30 and is seated in my section. I get their drink orders. They're ready to order pretty quickly. I go back to the kitchen to continue my closing side work. My coworker comes up to me and tells me the guy at my table is standing at the entrance to the kitchen. I go up to him and he asks what we do for birthdays here, because apparently it's his girlfriend's birthday. I tell him unfortunately we don't offer any free desserts or sing, but we do have a rewards program she can sign up for to receive a free entree every year moving forward. He says, I don't care about free, and he seems disappointed we don't sing. He returns to the table. I bring out their food. They're eating. I check on them twice. They don't need anything. It's a few minutes after 10. We are closed, and the guy asks me for a dessert menu. I apologize and let him know the kitchen is closed. He looks pissed. They left around 10:20, left me $3 on a $50 check. My point is, I'm not a relationship expert, but maybe A, make a dinner reservation for your girlfriend next time that's not at 10 p.m., and B, research and call the place you're taking her to see if they do anything for birthdays. It's not my fault they arrived 30 minutes before we closed. Edit, I completely forgot to mention the whole reason for the title. You can't get rid of us that quick! The second time I checked on them, I asked if they would need boxes because they seemed to be slowing down. I was not rushing them as much as I wanted to, and he immediately said no, but his girlfriend asked for one for their one appetizer. He looks at me and says, "You're not gonna get rid of us that quick," or something like that. Like, dude, we're closed. I can't help but feel like he was trying to fish for some kind of special treatment, especially since he brought up that it was his girlfriend's birthday. You know, I just find it really poor planning. I don't really think it was her birthday, and I can't stand the people that try to go into places when a place is closing, because all they do is irritate the people that want to go home. Alright, that's enough tales for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Tales from Your Server. If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload, and drop a comment down below. It really helps with the algorithm and helps new people find my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons and super thanks contributors. Have a great day and stay safe out there.